Now, the fact that someone could give birth to two people that look the exact same honestly blows my mind. And to this day, the thought of twins always will make me smile and kind of giggle. Like, don't get me wrong, you gotta think here. Like, you're literally seeing two people exactly the same looking, basically just there in the same universe as you. Like, tell me you guys wouldn't want a twin down below. Seriously, it's just awesome to think about. But the way the story went out honestly made me kind of regret this one person was a twin. Or should I say this one girl, if I'm being exact. But anyways, before I get into the story real quick, I am currently live on Twitch. So if you guys do want to join in, make sure you guys click the link in my bio down below if you guys haven't already. And like I always say, let's just get straight into this crazy story. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to another insane story. So the story takes place back in my final year of grade 12. You see, it was the final year. I was getting ready for summer to come up, and it was like literally towards the end of the year. And I remember one day walking down my school hallway, basically just walking down with a group of friends. But as I was walking down, I noticed this one girl that was definitely not a part of her school. And I remember as she was walking down my school, I saw her walk across from me, and I just, kept staring her down. She was an attractive girl with blonde hair and blue eyes, and honestly, like, she was kind of thick. I won't lie. Like, the eggplant doesn't lie, guys. Like, seriously. Anyways, though, I saw her walk across from me, and I just kind of like, waved, said hi, and then that's it. She walks across. But I was eventually talk to her. After a while, as I turned the next corner to the next hallway, I saw her there again, except she was in a different outfit. Now, at this point, I was very confused, and obviously in some people's minds, they're like, oh, duh, it's her twin. Well, I didn't know that. Me being stupid, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see a lot of twins in this world. Like, now I have a friend, actually, who has, like, a twin, and, they're both, like, 6'7" giants that scare the living shit out of me. But I'm gonna be honest, though, nowadays, like, it's pretty rare to see twins, at least in my opinion. I think my whole school life of growing up, I've only seen 3 sets of twins, including these girls. But going on, so me not knowing it was her twin, I remember just walking up to her saying, didn't I just see you down the hallway? She looked at me and started giggling, and she's like, oh, like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is my first time saying hi to you. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, cool outfit, I guess. Good change. And I walked away. As I went to the auto shop class, I remember as I was like walking down there, I end up going to, going to my class and basically just chilling. And after that, my friend runs up to me saying, yo, bro, there's like this new girl in school. Did you see her? And this one guy always informs me of like what goes on in the school. I don't know why. To this day, I always ask him, why do you tell me every little dumb thing that happens in this damn school? But he just said he got bored and, he likes to inform people of things. I don't know. If he was a news guy, I wouldn't be surprised. But going on, I remember he's like, dude, like these two girls, like they look really cool. And I thought there was 2 of them. I thought there was just 1 of them. And then he's like, no, man, like there's definitely 2 of them. Like I saw 2 of them. And we let it go. Now, this is when lunch came around. I remember I went to the cafeteria. When I got there, I remember getting a plate of food and basically like lining up to, get food from the cafeteria. And I saw the girl behind me, one of the twins at least. I didn't know it was a twin though. So remember that, guys. So I remember I turned around and I'm like, oh, you changed your outfit back. What for? This girl looked at me so confused. She's like, excuse me? Do I know you? And I'm like, dude, like, why you gotta be rude about it? Like, I literally just said hi to you like earlier today. And then eventually she starts giggling saying, oh my goodness, you probably just saw my sister. At first I thought she was joking. And I'm like, sure, your sister, right? Because that's what I heard from the last one. And then she's like, no, like seriously. And then she called her sister over. And when her sister came down, I remember seeing 2 of them. And I'm like, bruh, you're telling me there's 2 of you guys? That's awesome. And after that, the one that liked me somewhat originally that I first talked to and actually had a first interaction with, and I'm kind of giggling saying, yeah, I guess there's like 2 of us. It's kind of funny. By the way, what's like your snap? She ended up reaching down for her phone and giving me her phone, talking about how she's an exchange student, how she came to the school for extra credits and all this weird stuff that no one cares about school anyway. Anyways, I gave her my Snapchat, and throughout the day we were talking. We talked about her twin, her school stuff, her dumb stuff, and then eventually, one thing led to another. We talked about hooking up. Yes, I know it's very common for me to talk to girls about doing the Devil's Tango back in high school. Like, hell, I was known for it. Except these girls didn't know, so it was like a free get out of memory free card. I don't know what to call it, but going on. Anyways, the next day at school, I remember one of the twins ended up wanting to hang out with me all day. So I remember like throughout the whole day, she was basically like attached to me and just been following me around. Like, I think she had just some kind of emotional connection to me, which is really bad because I'm not good with those. But she was following me around, and I remember I was kind of telling her to lean off, like, like relax and stuff. And I remember her twin was staring at me from afar, kind of all pissed off and annoyed. Like, I guess she was really annoyed of the fact that I was hitting on her sister instead of her. I don't know. It really makes no sense until you guys listen to the full story. So keep listening. So as I saw her pissed off, and I remember I was just, hanging out with her sister, I guess, or twin sister. I remember lunch came around, and at lunch, I remember they were like, both sisters were kind of having an argument outside of the cafeteria. As me, I just went to go get my food. And I I remember they both looked at me at the same time as I was in the lineup, and they both walked up to me saying, hey, like, Bubba, what are you doing after school? They said that both in sync, by the way. So just remember that. It's kind of weird. And I looked at both of them. I'm like, oh, I'm probably gonna go home, play some Call of Duty, finish the homework for a socials class. Why? What's going on? They both looked at me saying, well, I mean, like, do you want to like come over? Like, we're trying to like try something out. I look at both of them like, try out? Sure. Yeah, I can help with the homework. At least that's what my initial thought was when they invited me over, because I don't know. I don't really think two twins want to do the Devil's Tango at the same time, but going on. I remember when I got there after school, her sister opened the door, and I remember we basically sat in the living room. We sat in the living room for like 10 minutes watching movies, and they were feeding me like some snacks, which was really nice of them. Like, I don't know, the way to my heart is through my stomach, so they really knew the ways. And I remember one of the sisters ended up looking at me saying, hey, Bubba, can you like come to my room, please? And then the other one looked over at the other sister saying, yeah, actually, we need you in our room. And I remember I stood up. I'm like, sure. Yeah, I can come to your room. I remember going up to her room, and when I got there, basically, like, I'm not gonna lie, there was two beds exactly the same. It was a pink room. Like, it was just a basic generic grade 12 girl room. And when I saw there, I remember I ended up sitting down on their bed, and then they both looked at me saying, Bubba, we need you to be brutally honest right now. Do we look exactly identical? What? I mean, you guys are twins. I would guess so, is what I said to them. And after that, they ended up doing the one thing I would never expect. They both ended up taking off their tops and bras. And I was like, what? Not only was I looking at one set of cherries, I was looking at two sets of cherries, my guy. This was like any original Hub film that I watched on the internet. Like, seriously, Cornhub could not compete. So I remember as I was looking, I was like, what's going on here? And then I remember one of the girls told me, we want you to compare. Seriously, like, do whatever you need to do, because we don't think we're identical. I remember I was just looking at like two sets of cherries, and I'm like, nope, sorry, you guys are very identical. I don't know what to tell you guys. As I was like kind of enjoying it, I'm not gonna lie. And then after that, one thing led to another. They both came up against me, and then yeah, it ended up happening. We ended up doing the Devil's Tango, both of them at the same time. Honestly, it wasn't my first rodeo. If you guys have listened to my stories, you guys know it's not my first rodeo doing two girls at once. But I'm gonna be honest, it was very interesting. Seeing that go down, it kind of made me happy but weirded out, because you guys got to think as well, isn't it like incest in a way to like be doing like a 3-person Devil's Tango while one of them's a person's sister? I don't know, dude. It just doesn't make sense. But you know what? Overall, I really didn't care. It went on for like 20 minutes, and I remember her mom came home. And when her mom came home, I remember I had to get dressed super instantly and jump out the window. Yeah, that was not fun, but luckily the window was on the first floor, so I wasn't doing anything crazy. I wasn't doing like any super parkour Spider-Man stuff. And basically from that window, I ended up going through the front gate and basically leaving. And when I got to my car, I remember I drove off, and I was just curious in my head thinking, was that incest? Was that really incest? I don't know, dude. To this day, I just pretended I was in Alabama just doing that, I guess. Wait. Before you guys end the video off, real quick, I do need to mention this one thing. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram, and not just to follow me just cause, but I want as many of you guys to follow me, because I'm going to be reading one of your guys' stories out. But it's not going to be just me saying the story. It's going to be you guys as well joining in on the video and basically telling the story with me. So make sure you guys do follow me on Instagram, and I'll give you guys the basic clear instructions if you guys do win this competition. But basically, I'll be choosing one of my followers on Instagram to basically join me on a story time. So DM me on Instagram why you should be a part of a story. And like I always say, follow for more embarrassing stories. Also, I'm live on Twitch, so don't forget to do that. All right, peace out, guys.